Alright, we should be up now. Everything should be good. How's everybody doing in chat while I get the rest of the tags and stuff set up? Alright, what's going on everyone? How we doing today? We gonna be checking out the BR 101 that was released yesterday on Abstract Rhine Ruhr. Do you like pizza? Yeah, I like pizza. Alright, let's start off with the Intercity 101 tutorials and stuff so we can figure out how to operate this train. What's up, Berlin Bear? I see you. Is there a DBBR train for every number? I honestly don't know. I've gone through the list before, and there's a lot of rolling stock numbers and stuff for the German locos. Haven't been on the stream in a while. That's because I haven't streamed in a while since I think the last time I streamed was either the Arosa line or a week after that with East Coastway. What's up, Sir Brinkolas? Hey, period. Dot.
Welcome to driver training here at Duisburg Depot. Today you'll be learning to drive this BR101 locomotive in DB Traffic Red livery. This brief introduction will cover critical driving controls and passenger operations. Climb aboard to get started.
Okay, so this is the 101. Very interesting. Got the 422 next to it. Okay.
Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time.
Cab is very minimal, it seems. Alright, the reverser.
The reverser determines the direction of travel. Set the exterior lights for the expected operation.
Oh, this train talks to you as well. Okay. Reminds me of the IC. Release the parking brake. Okay. You need a key for the brakes? Okay. This is a very interesting
It's
locomotive.
time to get going. For this introduction, you'll be driving from here, Duisburg, to Essen Hauptbahnhof. After departing Duisburg Hauptbahnhof, you'll be taught how to activate the AFB control system. Release the brakes and apply a small amount of power to get moving.
Okay. Okay, we're moving. We did something right. Let me see what y'all saying in chat. What American passenger routes do you want in TSW2 and why? New York City subway, maybe Amtrak, Baltimore to DC. Those are just New York City is a very popular system, and with me living in New York City, I would love to see my transit system represented. And Amtrak is just you can't have Train Tomorrow without Amtrak in it. That's just how I feel about that. Are you hoping for the pandemic to be over? Definitely. I can't stand the way life is during the pandemic. Are you excited for Hamburg Lubeck? I don't even want to talk about Hamburg Lubeck, honestly. I originally was excited for it, but recently my excitement has died down for that route. Just it doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot to do on that route in terms of different services and stuff. Warning, ICE copy and pasted sounds. Oh, like the just now when we got started moving.
Coasting is a method
sound
used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
Is Southeastern the only route with working PIS? Nope. You got Bakerloo, Habstrack Munich to Augsburg, and I believe LGV has working PIS systems. What's up, Jamie Trains? How you doing? PIS helps when you're a passenger. I agree. Oh, didn't mean to zoom in there.
Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe.
Brakes on this train are not ideal.
Take a quick glance of the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors.
I want to get off and check the passenger cars, see how they are. Let's see how accurate DTG modeled this locomotive. Oh, okay. The PIS screens on the interior work. Ooh, okay. Looks like business seating maybe. Interesting. Looks very comfortable. The horn has the ICE sound. Classic BTG copy and paste the sounds. Oh, so this is the car connection, okay.
It's time to get going. Set the doors to locked.
From what I've seen so far, it looks well modeled. Germany has very nice trains, but I don't know what the classes are. I'm only good with British trains. I kind of feel the same way. I know more about the UK rail infrastructure than I do with Germany.
Proceed to the next stop at Mullum Hauptbahnhof, unguided this time, and see how you get on.
Alright. Let the train move. There we go. If DTG added S-Bahn, Hamburg to Lubeck, it'd be great and give some value to the route. I agree. I was researching the Hamburg S-Bahn yesterday, the S1 and S11 lines, and I feel like kind of like what they did with Train Simulator by adding them as a route extension. You know, it could give more value to the route, and it could just make it more interesting overall. Just imagine coming out of Hamburg Hauptbahnhof and seeing the BR 474s right next to you going towards the airport. I feel like that'd be a nice sight. We didn't lose all hope for the cab car on this train. They might add the cab car later like they did with the Metro liner on Northeastern. I don't know. I highly doubt they'll add the cab car, and if they do, they'll probably make us pay for it. So I'm not optimistic about them adding the cab car. If they do, that's great. If they don't, that's just how it's gonna be. Nice 425 coming our direction. Why are your safety systems off? Because this is the tutorial. When we do a regular scenario or service, I'll throw them on. I'll throw CFA and PCB on. But for right now, since it's the tutorial and I'm learning how to operate this train, I'm not messing with anything I shouldn't be right now. The traction motors sound nice. Yeah, they don't sound bad. Honestly, like them, but I have noticed the ICE sounds with the screeching on the startup. Matter of fact, let's check the horn. Horn isn't bad. It does remind me a bit of the ICE, but it sounds a bit different. It sounds like a higher pitch. Do you think Cathcart Circle Line...
This locomotive
branches?
is fitted with
Yeah.
AFB, allowing the driver to set the speed of the train.
I feel like they're gonna...
It can
Let 'em
also
talk.
work in conjunction with LZB when available to automatically control and adjust the train speed based on the current and upcoming speed limits.
Oh, this train has LZB. Interesting.
To engage the AFB system, ensure the throttle is not in use. Activate AFB as indicated.
AFB. AFB.
Move the AFB lever to the indicated speed. You can now apply full power using the throttle, and the AFB system will operate the train to the set speed.
Okay. I guess we're just gonna let AFB do the rest
To
now.
change the train speed, simply adjust the position of the AFB lever.
But yeah, I do think the Cathcart Circle Line will be the whole Circle Line. I feel like they're gonna add the whole thing.
To disengage the AFB system, ensure the throttle is not in use.
Why tell me to put it on and then tell me to turn
Then
it off
simply
immediately?
deactivate AFB as indicated.
These tutorials make no sense.
AFB. AFB.
The train is now under manual power control using just the throttle lever.
Why tell me to turn on AFB and then a third of a kilometer down the track tell me to turn it back off? DTG's tutorials make absolutely no sense. But yes, I do think they're gonna add the whole Cathcart Circle Line with the branches. Hello, 50p boy, how you doing? Hello, Elon Muskrat, what's up? I wonder what we'll be arguing about today. Probably the value of this DLC. Because I came into this stream today arguing with myself about what it should actually be priced. And it shouldn't be a full $20 in my opinion. I think this train tops out about 210. Maybe later we'll test it out on Munich to Augsburg and see how fast it can get up to on the regional or IC tracks. Because it does seem like a quick train to accelerate and just top speed and all that. What's up, Steve J? How you doing? Are we gonna have a release date on Hamburg to Lubeck? I don't have a release date. DTG haven't announced it yet, but I'd say look forward to it in maybe the next month or a little bit more than a month. I'd expect them to release it soon, being that they just released this DLC. I'm sorry if it keeps zooming in. The L2 button on my controller is kind of messed up, so every time I press it, it zooms in. We need more US content. I totally agree with that. I'm looking forward to whatever they have, maybe with New Jersey. We're gonna overrun the station. I'm just calling it right now.
Führung.
Wait, emergency brakes engage at... Alright, whatever. So apparently Notch 8 brakes is full service on this train. Very interesting.
Türfreigabe.
But okay.
Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe.
So, first time operating it, we've pulled the emergency brakes. At least we're in the station, though. You're gonna overshoot. I thought I was too, but see, that's the thing with German trains, right? I always feel like I'm gonna overshoot the platform, but then I always end up undershooting it. Like, it's crazy. What about Japanese content? I would love to see maybe a Tokyo Metro route or a high speed route. These brakes are really good. Yeah, I've learned that now. I want to take a look around the cab, see what other controls they got in here. Alright, so none of those work, unfortunately. Battery, pantograph, NBU. Does anyone know what the NBU is? ELPN? I don't know about any of that. PZB mode. I assume this is like freight and passenger. Multiple unit method.
Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
Okay. Well, we passed the tutorial. And trophy earned BR-101 the Perfectionist. Okay. Well, I don't think that was a good tutorial, but next scenario, I guess. This should run on every German route possible and have a cab car so that we can accept the expensive price like always with DTG. Exactly. If the cab car was included, we would be able to operate this on Rhein-Ruhr-Olsztyn, Munich to Augsburg, Hamburg to Lübeck, Cologne to Aachen, and I think Ruhr-Sieg Nord and MSB. If we was able to operate on all of those routes with the cab car, then I think it would definitely be worth the money with everything it layers onto. But without the layering, without the cab car, it's worth $10 at most. Congrats for using the emergency brakes. It won't happen again, hopefully. Welcome to Bochum. Please await the arrival of your train. Well, if you was going to put me in the rain, you could have put me under the canopy. Did you see my earlier comment of Hamburg-Lübeck? I believe I did respond to it. I think you asked if I was excited for Hamburg to Lübeck, and I just said I don't want to talk about that route. It doesn't have enough going for it. I kind of want to watch this 425 across the platform. PZB-U is slow freight. PZB-O is passenger. Thank you for the information. I will definitely be using that when we get the 101. Whenever it arrives. TSW needs a subway route like New York City. I agree. We already have the Bakerloo line, but I feel like that isn't enough. I'd love to see another underground line, though. I leave all them buttons alone. I don't know what they do as long as the train moves forward and brakes. I used to be like that, but I like to start... Like, when I finally learn how to use the train, I like to put on all the safety systems and stuff. Actually, I'm pausing the game. I'm pausing the game so we could turn down the volume a bit, because I feel like it's drowning out my voice. And gotta turn off all of this stuff. Okay. Does this train have layers? I believe it layers 2 services onto Hamburg-Lübeck. Other than that, nope. Wish they added the ICE to MSB because it runs on MSB. There's a lot of routes they could add the ICE onto. They could add the ICE onto this route, Rhein-Ruhr-Olsztyn. Or I'm not sure if Rhein-Ruhr-Olsztyn runs actual ICEs or just intercity trains. But I know it runs some type of IC train. Climb aboard the loco and get started. Alright. No, I also wrote that IC layers will be added to Hamburg-Lubeck. Also, there's a new feature where you might see 2 trains on one platform. They already have that, where you see 2 trains on one platform. Munich to Augsburg. You can catch a 423 in the station, 2 at once, on the same track. One day I might have to play that scenario on stream so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Alright. I totally forgot how he explained the turn on AFV.
AFB. AFB. AFB.
Let's see. PZBO. I assume PZB is on. Okay. I don't know how to work none of this. There we go. What? Puny cab lights. There we go.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
This train has LZB2. Alright. Before you have the safety systems switches next to the doors. We're talking about this right here. Oh. Oh. I appreciate it. Right, I didn't see that there. Now we're good. Let's get this train moving. Alright, where's the wipers at? Cause them wipers ain't doing nothing. Can we not increase the speed of them? Damn, these wipers ain't doing nothing.
AFB. 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 AFB.
How do we turn on AFB again? I don't remember. See, this is why y'all. This is why y'all here.
AFB. AFB.
You don't need AFB on this route. Oh, you don't need LZB on this route. You gotta turn off throttle. All right. Turn off throttle. Right now. Now. Flip the switch.
AFB. AFB. AFB.
Ain't working.
AFB. AFB.
Ah, there we go.
AFB. AFB. AFB.
All right, we got it.
AFB.
Let's get moving. I was about to go right above 45. Totally forgot about PZB. The train speaks. ICE does the same thing. Okay. Now we should be clear to Essen. You're gonna get penalized? Nah. They wouldn't dare penalize me. I'm friends with the PZB system. As you can see here, it's not tripping my brakes. Should I get this DLC? Nope. and you'll hear why my full review after I fully understand what the hell they're trying to accomplish with this DLC. You playing on PS4? Yup. Do you know if the voices are from real people or if some AI says them? I'm not sure. I assume it's a computer generated voice. I know it's like that in real life. It's the same exact voice. But I don't know if it's a real person that had to record the actual voice or not. Can you do a suggestion on New Jersey Transit Northeast Corridor? Maybe in the future. I'm not completely sure if I will. I did say I might in my last New Jersey Transit video. That was originally what I was going to do, but I put it in the Discord whether I should do North Jersey Coast or the other lines, and North Jersey Coast won by a landslide. So I ended up going with that. I may do Northeast Corridor in the future though. 85 and 70 lamp. I know what the 85 and 70 and the PZB system and all that. I just don't pay attention enough to it. Like, I know what all the signals and stuff means. I just don't pay attention to the actual screens to tell me what I need to be doing. Will you do a route suggestion for the Metropolitan Subdivision? Probably not. If it's suggested enough for me to make the suggestion on it, I might, but not too sure. What's up, Sorrow? How you doing? South Shoreline, I already have it on the list. If you go into Discord, you can see it on the suggestion list as well. When the yellow button starts blinking, what do you press to turn it off? I press the Q key. I'm playing with a PS4 chat pad right next to me, so I just press the Q key on the keyboard to acknowledge the CIFA or the PZB. On the controller, you just press circle, but it also acknowledges PZB. East Coast Main Line, Edinburgh to King's Cross. I've suggested the southern part of the East Coast Main Line to Peterborough. I haven't suggested the whole thing to Edinburgh though. I feel like that route would be too long for the standards of what's it called, of TSW. How did you learn about using safety systems? Did you use a manual or something else? I listened to real operators talk about how they use PZB and stuff, and they always say they stay 5 kilometers an hour below like the actual PZB limit, because who knows, there may be something wrong with the speedometer or whatever. So that's why I travel at 40 instead of 45, because PZB is very sensitive. You hit 45 and it's immediately tripping your brakes. And I've also listened to Matt's tutorial on the PZB system and PTG Rail. So that's how I started learning about the PZB system and all that, and the LZB. Now with like the UK signaling system, it's pretty straightforward. You can learn that in like 5-10 minutes at most. Edinburgh to London is 300 miles. I think it'll be way too long. Yeah, I feel like it'd be way too long of a route as well. And we getting some heavy wheel slip. We need a route that goes through Pennsylvania. I'd love to see something with SEPTA, honestly. Maybe the Trenton line, or the Market Frankfurt line, SEPTA subway. The German safety systems look hard, but they actually aren't. Yeah, they look very different. Like for a beginner, they will look totally off-putting and offsetting and all that. Like back when I first started playing Rapid Transit with PZB, I never understood nothing about the system. PZB was always tripping my brakes and all that. And then I started to learn this is what restricted monitoring is. This is how it controls your speed and all that. And I really started to learn how to operate with PZB on and LZB. But in my opinion, LZB just makes things easier. Oh, Lamp Jester, how you doing? A Reading to Bristol extension would be cool. They already said they ain't doing anything else to GWR, even though they did do Diesel Legends, which basically contradicted what they said about not doing anything else to that route. But I highly doubt they'll do anything else to GWR, as in adding more rolling stock or extending the route. I think we'll need a whole new GWR route for them to do anything else with that line. Clone to Frankfurt, already suggested it. It is such a nice route, I would love to see it in the game. I'm starting to really like the IC. Damn! Over here looking like we about to derail. Alright, I don't think we should be going through these switches this quickly. This train looked like it's about to tip over. Next suggestion you should do is Port Washington. Everybody already voted for the next suggestion. It's going to be Midland Mainline. Port Washington was up for contention though, but it just didn't win, so I'm not going to do it next. It's still on the list though, so I will eventually get to that suggestion.
Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe.
3 minutes late. Not too bad. Germany is just very safe with their trains. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Good afternoon, Crazy Dash. TVM stands for Transmission Voie Machine in French, translates to track to train transmission. Some nice information. Thank you. PTG Rail uploaded London Waterloo to Portsmouth Harbor. Yeah, I seen that last night. An hour 43 minutes of a video. I have that saved to my watch later. I'm gonna be watching it a little bit later on, because that's one of the routes I want to see come to TSW. And everybody, I just want to let y'all know, Lamp Jester, one of the moderators, has posted the Discord link in the chat. If you want, you can join the Discord, talk to us in the Discord server. I'm obviously not going to be there right now because I'm currently streaming, but I'm in there from time to time if you want to have a conversation or whatever. So the link is pinned to the chat if you want to go check it out. Next stop is Duisburg, Hauptbahnhof. It's pretty disappointing that you're only able to operate this train for 3 stations on this route. And this is why layering is so important for this train. The Riviera line? I don't know much about the Riviera line. It will be cool to see. Maybe later I'll see what's up about the Riviera line. See if it's an interesting route to be. I may add it to the list of suggestions. I want Waterloo to Portsmouth Harbor. It would be great with the 444 and the 450, 442. I agree. Didn't I make a suggestion on a Southwestern? I think I had it going to Woking. I don't remember. It was a while ago, but I do remember making a SWR suggestion. I did, yeah. I remember doing that. I'm not gonna lie, the cab is well detailed and well modeled. I don't really have too much of an issue with it. You suggested Portsmouth to Woking. Maybe in the future, if I'm up for it, I'll create another SWR suggestion. I just want to kind of get through all the suggestions I have planned right now, because I've had some on the list for a very long time that I still haven't gotten to yet, and it's kind of bugging me. Like, I want to do a Eurostar suggestion, but I still haven't got to it yet. Can you open the windows? I mean, it's raining right now. I'm not sure how to open the windows, actually. I'm not sure where the trigger point is. Oh. Make sure the signals are good before I open the windows or whatever. Alright. Window. Ah. Interesting. Now, in real life, we would not have the window open while it's raining, so I'm just gonna close that back. Come on, train, get under 130. There we go. I like to see South Wales coastal line from Bristol to Swansea with the 175 and the 43. I think another route with the 43 could be cool. I really did enjoy, I enjoyed operating the 43 on GWR. I used to always like doing the depot runs from Paddington to Old Oak Common. Edinburgh to Glasgow with the 170 will be nice, or the Fife Circle line. I would love to see the Fife Circle line. I've seen a couple videos of that route in Train Simulator, and it really caught my attention. That's another route I want to see in TSW, but I don't have it high enough on my list to be made into a suggestion. SIFA is really testing my patience right now. Feels like it's going off every 10 seconds. think they will ever add a CJet route. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think anything is possible in the future for TSW. Specifically that, I'm not completely sure. As we know, DTG favors German routes and southern UK routes. So it's pronounced Czech. Alright. Matter of fact, no signals upcoming. Let me check it out.
Sifa.
I think it's definitely possible. If it's suggested enough, definitely. But I don't know. I feel like the possibility is low, but it's definitely still possible. You just want southwest routes? I want anything around the London area. That's what I prefer from the UK. Anything around like the London area, maybe a little bit in Scotland as well. But like mainly in England, around the London area. I just want to see more routes around there. Why? What'd I do? What'd I do? You know what? I think now is a nice time to get a cool pick of the 101. We're just gonna stop the train to get a pic real quick. I think this is a nice picture. We're just stopping to get the screenshot real quick. There was no issue on the train. All right, there we go. All right. There was no issue on the train. I was just stopping to get a screenshot. You shut up.
Hörfreigabe. Zugbeeinflussung.
Move. Train, move. The hell? What is this? Oh, it's the craziest wheel slip I ever seen. Damn train. Anyways, though, I forgot what I was talking about. I forgot what I was talking about. I had to stop. Wait. Nope, that's not for our track. Never mind. Thought that red signal was for our track. Train some horror. Yeah, just, I don't know what the hell is going on with my train. As I said, I stopped to take a screenshot, but it just didn't want to get going again. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to leave the AFB at 100.
Sifa.
Don't Sifa me. Do they have moving platforms on this route? I want to see them. No, that's only GWR. They also got them. If they ever make a New York City subway route, you'll see the moving platforms. We call them gap fillers. But they only got the moving platforms on GWR. I feel like, didn't I show that off with the 166 or the 465 on GWR? The moving platforms, you know. What the bro? Bro. Alright. See, now you bugging. What did I do? What did I do? What didn't I do? Alright, now I need a full explanation on this. That's the second time the brakes were pulled on my train. There better not be a passenger and the passenger coach is pulling an emergency brake. Because I swear to God, I'll go back up there and we can throw hands. Come on. Alright. Does the train want to move now? Oh, look at that. PZB monitoring. Now, let's see this. Move. Come on, start spinning. There you go. There you go. Damn. Over here, I gotta treat the train like a baby. The train is on green stuff. It ain't even 420 anymore. It's like... This train bugging. You need to acknowledge the signal speed warning. It could acknowledge itself. You know what? Just to keep the train happy, we're gonna keep it at 40. Just to keep... And acknowledge Sifa. Let me pay full attention to this now. To these two blinking lights in front of me. This train likes to be uncooperative. I asked for one thing. To get to Duisburg Hauptbahnhof safely, swiftly. We're 5 minutes late. 2 emergency brakes. Probably a red signal at the end of the platform. And no cab car. Unbelievable. I acknowledged you, Sifa. Alright, brakes, let's go. 500 hertz, I got you.
Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe. Türfreigabe.
You happy, train? You happy? Are you happy? We just gonna coast. Except the Broad Street line would be cool. I'm not a big fan of the Broad Street line. I don't like the way the rolling stock looks. Only LZB will acknowledge itself. Sifa needs to learn how to acknowledge itself. Punch her in the face. I'll do the same with the garage door in the club. If only that worked for trains. You don't know how many times I wanted to punch the BR423. Door. We done? This service is scheduled to stop at Bochum. Operate this train to its required destination, where another driver will take over the service. Wait, there's another stop? Wait, what? Hey, I thought we was terminating here. Set the brakes to full service. What?
Störung.
Brake key to lock.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Is there a secret cab car on this train? I would remove the reverser handle if it allowed me to. I report in... Right. Got it. Unbelievable. They better be paying me extra for this. Better be paying me overtime. You switching ends? Oh, really? Switching ends without a cab car at the back. Very interesting. Does anyone have subtitles, and if so, why? That's how I take care of children. Punch air and it works. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, look at that. I didn't get this. We are here. They apparently want us to go here. From here to here. Unbelievable. Oh, this train now. I'm trying to make sure I get all of the things. There we go. I like your dramatic performances. It's not dramatic. This is necessary. Was it really wait. Was it really necessary to go on to the... Okay, right. Okay. Alright, you... Okay. Boom. Boom.
AFB. AFB. AFB.
Put you to that. Stepping and stand clear the doors, people. You. This is how they simulate us having a cab car. Making us switch to another train.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
What's up, L-Doc? How you doing? Berlin to Leipzig? That'd be a cool route. They're both two cities that are close to each other. I think it could be a cool route. How did you ever drive a rail train without failing? Listen, I'm not good with German locomotives. When it comes down to American trains, I'm able to mess with American trains. It's the German ones that always get me stuck because of the PZB. I'm cool with ATC, PTC, the alerter. I'm cool with all of that. But it's always the PZB, LZB, CIFA. It always gives me issues. Remember, no mistakes this time. Don't worry, I'm watching the signals. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. In TSW2, maybe Dover to Victoria on the Chatham Main Line. I'd like the whole Chatham Main Line from Faversham or Ramsgate to Victoria. I think that'd be cool. I would have been confused hearing stepping and stand clear on a German train. Listen, stepping and stand clear. Just, it's very self-explanatory. Just step in to the train, stand clear of the doors. Crazy thing is, I do the same thing on the Bakerloo line. Just the next stop is Stonebridge Park, stand clear. Or I'll say step in and stand clear. I've seen videos of the little platform controllers at underground stations actually say step in and stand clear. Why LZB? I don't know. It's a habit. Whenever I see all three safety systems, I have to turn them on. I was operating the 423 before this, so I see LZB, I turn it on. Oh, hey, Golden Ticket, how you doing?
Sifa.
Shut up, Sifa. You and me are not on good terms. Chatham Main Line only goes to Dover. I'm looking at the southeastern map right here. Right?
Sifa. Sifa.
Shut up.
Sifa.
Shut up.
Sifa.
Shut up.
Bremsung.
Don't talk to me, Sifa. I'm looking at the Chatham main line right now, and Dover. I can't find Dover. Yeah, I can't find Dover.
Sifa.
Shut up! Dover Prairie. Thank you. I know where that is. I found a deer cactus in the woods today. That is a very random thing to say. But cool. Follow the Eurostar. Say Sifa one more time. Hold on, the game expects us to already be at what are these timetables? Right, the game expects us to already be at Essen. We got into Duisburg 5 minutes late, right? It would have taken 2 minutes to cross platforms, get to this train. It would have taken another 5 to 6 minutes to get to Essen. How does the game expect us to already be at Essen? DTG in these timetables. Hamburg to Hanover. I think that could be a cool route. What rolling stock runs on it? I've seen suggestions for it on the forums, but I haven't gone through them enough to know exactly like what rolling stock runs on the route. Weren't you already delayed? Yeah, I was delayed, but I wasn't delayed enough for me to be late coming into Essen. And besides, I shouldn't have even been delayed in the first place. This train is just slow. This train doesn't move like the 423. As you can see, I'm more accustomed to commuter services. Watch PZB trip out brakes. I feel it. I have a feeling PZB is going to go off soon. I just have that feeling. The ICE2, the wheel slip problem because of the rain. That's probably the delay. Yeah, well, I don't know what to say to that. It shouldn't be raining. We're not in London. It shouldn't be raining. We're in Germany. It should be nice sun. Let me stop. I'm gonna just start creating excuses for everything at this point. Nah, if this scenario was gonna be about it raining, right? Then they should have spawned us earlier at the platform. Honestly. Because they should have expected the player to be late. Berlin U-Bahn, the U2. I prefer the U5, but I would definitely take the U2. People can't complain about it being fully underground, because half of it is overground, even through roast. I'd definitely take the U2 or the U5 lines of the Berlin U-Bahn. I got a video coming out tomorrow talking about top 10 routes I want to see come from Train Simulator to TSW. I don't know if it's really coming out tomorrow. I haven't fully made it yet. I've completed the script and I just need to get the footage, like all of the actual footage of the lines in Train Simulator and record the voiceover, but I'm expecting it to be released tomorrow, and I'll talk about the Frankfurt U-Bahn in that video. At least you're simulating real-time delays, so more realistic. I do this all the time on Southeastern. Just, I'm operating a 395, 2-minute delay. Install a string that will react to Sifa talking and it will shut it off. Right, so how do we put that in the game? Rain exists. It's just rain. Munich to Garmisch via the I'm not a big fan of the Talent 2. Honestly, I despise the Talent 2. I had to use it so much on rapid transit. It's not fun for me to operate anymore. That's why whenever I play Clone to Aachen, I always do the scenario planner and use the 425 on the regional tracks for the RE1 service. The RE1 and the RE11. Now loading Xenos range. Oh, I don't know. The rage may actually come out because of the 101. If it continues being uncooperative, it may just come out. Or if DTG releases another loco that isn't worth the money like this train, it may just come out. I don't know. But my patience with TSW is definitely being tested. Like, I don't understand, right? Rivet announces the, what route was it? Damn, I don't remember the route. Rivet announces their new route. I forgot the name. I think it's the Penance, something like that. GWR, some GWR route set in the 90s, right? Now, this prevents the route from using the 166 from the current GWR route, from using West Cornwall, thank you, appreciate it. It prevents it from using the Class 800, the 802, trains that players really want to see in TSW. And they know this, yet they still go with a 1990s time set. So now the route's probably going to come with the Pacers and the Sprinters, and to be honest, those are unpopular trains that a lot of people don't really want to see in TSW when you are able to put in the 166, the 165, the 800, the 802. That's one thing I don't understand about Rivet. It seems like they continue to make the wrong decisions, and it's sad because I really do feel like they have a lot of potential for the routes they can make for TSW. They just kind of failed with Isle of Wight and Arosa. And I told you, I'm on good terms with Sifa. They don't trip my brakes. We totally ain't have 2 emergency brakes in the beginning of the stream, like 20 minutes ago. Totally ain't happened. It'd be nice if you could stop before the signal, you know. Appreciate it. Congrats for not coming into Essen at 100. I was paying attention to the speed. I think talking about Rivet and just how I feel about that route helped me come into the station at a lesser speed and prevented me from overrunning the platform. However, we're still 8 minutes late. Isle of Wight is okay, but it gets boring very quickly. I agree. I think Isle of Wight is a cool route, but I feel like there just isn't too much to do on it. There isn't enough variety in services, and there really can't be much of a variety in services. There isn't much to do on that route in real life, which means there wouldn't be much to do on the route in the game. I feel like it could bring the route back to life a little bit by including the Class 484s, the former D stock of the London Underground. It could bring some players back to the route, since that was a much loved piece of rolling stock for the Underground. But I don't know. Some of Rivet's decisions with routes, locos, and all of that really confuses me. Like the 38 stock, right? I assume that's going to be for the Bakerloo line, but that means the Bakerloo line is going to have a time setting for the 60s, the 70s, when the 38 stock still ran on the line. Maybe they'll combine it with the 72 Mark 1 stock, but I'm not completely sure. Just a lot of things going on with TSW really confuses me and it frustrates me sometimes. But that's why I'm looking forward to Rush Hour, because I feel like that could really change TSW for the better. And I want to see what routes they include. If they have this Rush Hour bundle and New York City Subway isn't included, I'm going to Bus Simulator. Imagine going into a station at 4 billion kilometers per hour. If only that was possible. I bet Sam will be doing that. I watched a video of the S9 shuttle and I'm confused how you didn't get bored of it after 2 runs like you did 9. I really didn't get bored of it. I still do that shuttle to this day. It's fun, honestly. To me, it's fun. It makes me feel like I'm operating a real shuttle train. I like shuttle services. I think they're cool. That's why I enjoy doing the S4 on Munich to Augsburg. It's basically a shuttle service. We don't talk about the Port Washington branch on LIRR though. That's not the right way to do a shuttle service. If Isle of Wight was like $10, then maybe it would interest me, but I still like products made by DTG. Yeah, I prefer products made by DTG. They put a lot more time, effort, and care into their routes and locos. As critical as we can be about some of the stuff DTG does, they still do it the best out of the third parties that currently work on TSW. Besides Train Sim Germany, I do have to say Train Sim Germany really impresses me with the work they put into their routes and their locos. Like, they fully did the BR423, the sounds and all of that, and it's my favorite train in the game. They also did the ICEs, and I feel like Train Sim Germany really does a good job with what they work on for TSW. But DTG, besides Train Sim Germany, I feel like DTG, being that it is their game, I feel like they work the best on it. 11 days till Rush Hour routes get announced. I swear to God, if New York City Subway ain't on that list, I better see the 7 line set in 2016 with the R62A and the R188s. And the train of many colors. And if they do announce that, expect a What You Should Know video the same week. Please, everyone, if you like these horrible breaks on a 101. No. We don't talk about the brakes on this train. These brakes, honestly, in my opinion, are worse than the 423. There's your hot take for today. These are worse than the 423. And that's saying something, because y'all all know how bad the 423's brakes are. This train just doesn't like to stop. At least the 423 can stop at the end of the platform. This train feels like it just wants to go straight past the platform. Like it wants to stop at the next station. Isle of Wight is $12.99 and TS21. And it should be the same price for TSW. It should not be no $25. $25 for an 8-mile route, one train, one type of service, not acceptable. Will you record any other game than this? I'm working on videos for Bus Simulator. Currently, I wanted to do some. I actually did plan to do a Bus Simulator 18 video, but it did not come out well. and every time I try and record it, the vibrations from me like turning the steering wheel and stuff always like vibrates the microphone, and I don't want to have the sound like that on the video. I may record a regular video without commentary though on Bus Sim 18, but I kind of want to wait until Bus Sim 21 comes out until I start recording other videos. I do some Minecraft stuff. I kind of put that on hold recently, but I do have a Minecraft New York City subway project going on. I want Southeastern to get Rush Hour. I highly doubt it. They already, Sam already said that it is a route bundle. He said he's not going to announce whether it includes current routes or not, but it is a route bundle. Honestly, I expect Bakerloo Line, Hauptstadt Munich to Augsburg. I think those are the two that possibly can get Rush Hour in the bundle. And I think a route, maybe like another London Underground route, New York City subway, or maybe a Tokyo Metro route could come with the Rush Hour bundle. Chicago is definitely another one that could come with it, but I'm not sure if DTG is really looking into the CTA to see if they can put the Chicago L in the game. I'd love to see it though. Give me the red or the blue lines. I like the rolling stock on the New York City subway that looks old, but they have, for example, if it was a green line, it'd be green lights around the green circle. I know what you're talking about. That's the R62A. They had those on the 7 line originally. It's not that the green line will be around a green circle. The green stands for local, red stands for express. So if it's an express train, it'll have a red diamond around it. If it's a local train, it will have a green circle. We have those on the 6 line now. So like you'll see the 6 bullet, and then around it, it'll have the green circle and LEDs. Who the hell disliked? The one person who didn't like how I was talking about DTG and Rivet. I really don't care. We got 30 likes anyways, so. Stop hating on CTA. I love CTA. You should know that. I love CTA. The 5000 series, the 7000 series. I love CTA. The red, brown, and purple lines, I would love to see that in the game. The express and local sections, it really interests me. It reminds me of New York City subway a lot. It reminds me of kind of the B and the Q trains in Brooklyn. DTG fanboy? Yeah, there's too many of them. Honestly, I don't have an issue with people, when people try to take up for DTG, I don't have an issue with that. I just have an issue when people can't see some of the horrible business practices DTG has, some of the horrible business practices. I don't want to say Rivet, because Rivet is starting to learn how to create routes. So I don't want to say Rivet, but just some of the things DTG does, I can't stand when people just constantly take up for them and they can't see the error of DTG's decisions. That's just kind of what annoys me, and it's, you can find them all over the forums. It's increasingly getting more annoying and annoying. That's why I've shown up less and less on the forums. That's why I stay on Reddit, stay on Discord, because I know everybody on Reddit, everybody on Discord, they can see what's going on with DTG. They can understand, they can see, they can have their own opinions separate from what DTG may say. And y'all see, I'm paying attention. I acknowledge PZB, 1000 hertz. Now the 85 is blinking and we're restricted to 75. Y'all see, I'm paying attention. $7,000 series is on its 3rd day of revenue service today, but it'll be sad to see the 2600s go. It's sad to see any train you grew up taking go. It was sad for me to see the R32s and the R42s in New York City subway get retired, but what the? If I already acknowledged PZB to bring me down to 75, why do I need to acknowledge it again if I'm already below 80?
Hörfreigabe. Hörfreigabe. Hörfreigabe.
Move, train. Move. Nah, this is it. Nah. It ain't even a PZB. Something's wrong with the way DTG coded the signals on this route. I'm convinced now. This is the third time I've been tripped by the PZB, and I was actually paying attention this time. Move, train! You, train, wheel, track, start, moving, accelerate, throttle, notch 10, move. I'm talking to you, I hope you know. With your low polygon, hexagonal, like, come on, but thank you. There we go. That's how you move. That's how you start moving. Thank you. Appreciate it, mate. Damn. See you, Lamp Jester. What's up, Salty Chips? I'm good. Just dealing with the horrible coding of the signals on this route. I think it was because you approached the 60 limit too quickly. Uh-oh, I'm angry. Listen. Listen. I'm good. I'm good, okay? I'm good. I was upset this whole week thinking about the whole new Rivet route. I've gotten my anger out. I'm not upset. I'm not upset. I'm good. I'm good. This goddamn train, though. This train is testing my patience. I retracted my statement since rage. Oh, if y'all think this is rage, y'all haven't seen me operate the M7 or the M3. Y'all haven't seen that. I'll be just nitpicking everything. Like, this sound is so incorrect right here. Oh, we just gonna coast at 35. Get this train to the end of the play. Oh, 500 hertz. Yes, you want to slow me down even more. Nah, just put me down to 0. Watch us still somehow pass the signal. 12 kilometers per hour. Watch us still somehow pass the signal. Don't talk to me, Sifa.
Sifa Zwangsbremsung. Sifa Zwangsbremsung. Sifa Zwangsbremsung. Sifa
Man, if you don't shut up.
Zugbeeinflussung. Störung.
There we go. Brake key to lock. Reverser to off. Why I gotta do all this? Why can't the next operator just take over where I left it? Alright, get me off this goddamn train. Time taken, 1 hour. Shouldn't have been that long. Oh, wow. Gold medal because they knew they messed up on this scenario. So that was good. We was only 12 minutes late. Power balance. Sounds interesting. Munich to Augsburg. That's what we're going to do. Munich to Augsburg. You, train, wheel, track, start, moving, accelerate, throttle, notch 10, move. I'm talking to you. I hope you know. Hold on, I'm screenshotting that. I need to keep that. That put that in the memes channel in the Discord. All right, let's see how it runs on Munich to Augsburg. I kind of want to do Munich to Augsburg. Matter of fact, no, we doing Augsburg to Munich. Yeah. No. Augsburg Hauptbahnhof. Which one is the regional tracks? The regional platform? Does anyone know which one the regional platform is? I'm looking forward to Hamburg Lübeck. I got mixed feelings on that route. I feel like there won't be enough to do on that route. In scenarios, it does not matter if you're really late. It only affects the points you get from when passengers picked up and your distance to the waypoint. So you would get okay. That makes platform 8. All right, platform 8 to Munich Hauptbahnhof. We stopping everywhere. Just cause. No AI services, because I'm not trying to have my PlayStation just brick right now. Let's see, IC coaches 11. Let's go with 7. Yeah, let's go with 7. Player service. Let's do an 10:45. Yeah, I think this is a good service name. Alright, let's get it going. Xenos hates safety systems. No, I don't. That's why I always play with them. ATC, Alerter, AWS, DSD, PZB, LZB, CIFA. I always play with safety systems on. I don't hate them. I just hate PZB. With a passion. Like a full-blown passion, I hate PZB. That's the only one I hate. I think Hamburg Lübeck is more aimed towards players who don't have much German stuff like myself and want new logos. Man, I don't. Because, look, think about it like this, right? Hamburg to Lübeck without layers is going to be boring. You're going to have 2 services and that's it. The 101 is going to add 2 services to it. That's a little bit of layering, right? The ICE, I don't know if regular ICEs run on Hamburg Lübeck. I've seen, I don't know if it was the BR 405 or 406. I don't know what it was. 404? I don't remember the number. It might have been the 407 actually. But without layers, I feel like Hamburg Lübeck won't have enough to do. Anyways, though, I'm looking at red signals and I don't like it. Okay, thank you. You, door, open. Oh, reverse her first. Now you, door, open.
Störung. Störung.
Window. Get you open. See, one thing I think Rivet does better is you can actually control like how far the window opens. It's just one of the things I like that Rivet does a little bit better. Let's get the AFB on.
AFB. AFB. AFB.
Okay. Let's get the other window open. We're gonna do this one slower, okay? We're gonna make sure we do not spad, get tripped by the PZB or anything. And I say this now, but it's probably gonna happen. Actually, I think this is a good time to go check out the passenger coaches. As the 112 is like the 143, and it also has the 182, which many players would like, but I don't have rapid transit. I don't have any Doppelstock trains, so Hamburg Lübeck will be my first time using one of those. So I guess it's giving me one new train, but I feel like it doesn't have enough on that route. Like, if they would just add the Hamburg S-Bahn. Give me the 474, the 490. That'd be perfect. Did you see the Kicking Fair Dodger video? Yup. I hate the LIRR when the passengers just stand in the doorways or stand right in front of the what's it called? Right by the window of the operator's cab. Wait, what are these for? Does anyone know what this is for? I don't understand none of this. I assume that means don't mess with it though. Wait, hold on, wait, how do we turn on passenger lights? Nah, it's too dark in here. Just give Berlin S or U-Bahn. I'll take the S2 line or the S8 line or the S3 line or the S25, 26, the 1. I'll take all of them. Just give me the Berlin S-Bahn. That's a guard panel. Passenger lights from the cab. I did not see that panel in the cab. Will you get a cargo 182 on Hamburg Lübeck? Yeah, you get the MRCE 182. I hope they've done more with it to differentiate it from the one on Rapid Transit. I hope they've added LZB whatever to it. Just make it a bit different from what we have on Rapid Transit. Go to the restaurant. They don't have the restaurant car in this DLC, I don't think. At least that's what I've heard. Highly disappointing. You know what? I'm putting this in the review. This picture right here. Y'all gonna see that in the review. Where's the cab car at? The scenery is looking good on Hamburg Lübeck. I haven't seen any pictures of it. Random skyscraper. I haven't seen any pictures of it yet. It's a good sign if it's looking good this early in development or whatever stage of development it's in. Hopefully it looks as good as it does currently when it comes out. But you never know with a DTG route. The rear cab looks sad. I agree. Because it has no rear cab. I kind of don't even want to get into the front of the train. No, I kind of don't even want to drive it at this point. It's just disappointing. Very disappointing. You know what? Wait. Are those tail lights? Hold up. Nah, those tail lights ain't supposed to be on. I assume that turned on the passenger lights. Yep. Why aren't the headlights on? You know what? I don't even care. Stand clear of the doors. The next stop will be Augsburg. Augsburg next station. You gotta change the headlights behind you for the headlights to work. Of course. Gotta do another thing to turn on the headlights. There we go. Not gonna get my screenshot. Appreciate it. Alright, train, move, you. Yes, let's go. Accelerate, move. But first, fix the camera. There we go. Alright, move, train. Coach number 7 needs a mate, aka the cab car. Will DTG add it? Highly doubt it. Train, there should be no reason you're struggling to accelerate when there is absolutely no rain. Move! Sir, move. Now. Hope you know the next station is that way. That means move, spin, wheel. Now, let's go. Oh. That still ain't do nothing. Oh, that did something. Thanks, David. Oh, that wasn't my fault. DTG didn't explain the controls of this train well enough. I'm like the cab car, forgotten, and I'm a German. Yeah. Alright. Let's hope for no PZB failures this trip. I'm just gonna acknowledge that. There we go, 1000 hertz. All these red signals are getting me kind of paranoid. I feel like it's just gonna say signal past that danger randomly on the screen. Reminds me of the CSX train and I could never get it to move. The AC 4400? Same. Until chat told me about the lead and the trail brakes and all that stuff. Sir, move now. Hope you know the next station is that way. That means move. Spin the wheel now. Let's go. That's gonna be another screenshot. I'm just gonna hold all of my quotes now. Don't talk to me, Sifa. You and me are not on good terms. If you max out throttle, you get wheel slip? Of course. How does that make sense? Does this train have that much horsepower? Train, just to let you know, the point of your existence is to move. Exactly. Like, I mean, at least we're moving, but we're about to stop again. Coming into Augsburg station name. I really can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. I don't even want to attempt it. Okay, so I guess we just come to the end of the platform now. It's not like your typical train where you can max out throttle from the start like in other routes. Ah, I get it. I don't even max out throttle on most trains anymore. Like with the 465, I put it in notch 3, wait for it to get to 15, and I put it in notch 4. I do the same with the BR423. Wait it to get up to like 10 kilometers, then I put it into full throttle. I don't even use a full throttle from the start anymore. Even on the Bakerloo line, I put it into notch 2. And at like 5 miles per hour, I put it into notch 3. Hope they do MBTA soon. No disrespect to New York City, but the T is built different. I could say same for New York City. New York City subway is built different. MBTA would definitely get its chance. If it doesn't, I'd be completely surprised, because I've seen it suggested so many times. I've suggested it myself. I'd love to see the all 3 lines. The red, blue, and the orange line. I don't want to see the green line, because I don't feel like it would work well in TSW, but I really do like the MBTA subway. I'd be surprised if it doesn't come to TSW at some point. Even a commuter rail, MBTA. I feel like at some point it should come to TSW. I'm gonna go finish up my homework for today. Next time, remember to unlock break key. Alright, thanks, David. I see you. This isn't like the other routes. It's special and quirky. This train. This is the only train where I really get upset at Sifa, I've noticed. It talks to me. It annoys me. I don't remember Sifa talking on other routes. On other trains, I mean. Besides the ICE. Alright, it seems like now we're able to pick up speed. But of course, wheel slip for some reason. I don't think I've ever done this this part of the regional part of this route in an actual regional train. I've done it in the 423 before, but then my game crashed coming into Mammendorf. Alright, train, slow down. What's up, good youth from Harrow? How you doing? I really have to fan the brakes on this train. And I hate fanning the brakes.
Huurvrijgave. 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 Ziva.
Stop? Slow down? What? What you mean? What? What? I stopped at the end of the platform. Whole train's in the platform. What? I stopped perfectly. We don't even have Amtrak in TSW2. No, we have it in TSW1. TSW 2020 to be exact. Why y'all bugging like I was about to overrun the platform? Y'all just know I am the ultimate operator. We don't overrun platforms here. Don't fact check me on that. Stand clear the doors. Next stop is kissing. Kissing. I feel like it's not pronounced the way I want to say it. Train, move. There we go. Now it's starting up the way it should. I feel like Xenos is a Sam. He waits until the last moment and throws the brakes into notch 8. That's exactly what I do. Have you not seen me do the Baker Lulon? I come into the station at 40 miles an hour, throw it into full service, and just let the train do the rest. That's what the real operators do. Just I've seen because I've watched New York City operators like operate the trains. They'll come into the station at 50. As soon as the first car gets through the platform, throw the brakes into full service and let the train do the rest. The door chime sounds like a church bell. Yeah, it really does. I don't know why. I prefer the door chime on the ICE, the 406. You're the kind of person to crash the train and blame it on how your coworker annoyed you earlier. Don't annoy me. Don't annoy me and I won't crash the train. Look, remember, cocky American crashes train and lies about it afterwards. I had fun making that video. Just editing it. I had fun. Just one of my favorite videos I've made. Xenos' new nickname is Young Sam. Yeah. Just, I don't work for DTG, and I'm a more responsible train operator. I don't overspeed. Look, I've seen the way Sam operates the train. If he's late, he's like 20 kilometers an hour over the speed limit. Cocky American crashes German train and blames it on the rain. It shouldn't be raining today. Just, why is it raining? I do like how we're picking up speed, though. This is how it should feel. Alright, we're about a kilometer and a half out from the next station. We get ready to start slowing down. The ideal speed to come into a station is around 80 kilometers an hour. So we're going to attempt to come into the next station at around 80 to 75 kilometers per hour. Alright, train, stop. That is an order. No, like for real, that was an order, train. No, just go to the end of the platform, sure. Because that's what I want. Stop! Damn! Whole 70 kilometers down, 70 meters down the platform. Alright, first of all, they really expected me to stop. The whole back of the train would have been out of the platform, but okay, sure. Because DTG stopping positions make sense. Where is the cab car? Like, it's gonna keep annoying me. I can already tell. It just don't look right. It really looks like it's missing a key piece of the train.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
Ooh. Okay. What kind of sounds was that? Why didn't they include the cab car? I don't know. Ask DTG, they probably didn't think it was worth the money. Like, it would have been so valuable to include the cab car. They could have gotten so many more sales. Like, without a cab car, you're unable to operate it on Munich to Augsburg, Cologne to Aachen, Rheinver-Alston, Versieg Nord, MSB, Rapid Transit. You're unable to operate it on all of those routes because you're not able to get to the last station, turn the train around, like walk to the back of the train, and operate in the opposite direction. You're not able to do that. So on routes like this, you would need, look, the least they could have done without giving us a cab car is throw a 101 on the back of the train as well. Like, I feel like if they do include the cab car, they're going to make us pay another $20 for it. Just like what they did with the Metroliner cab car. Like, you're adding one car to the back of the train and you're going to charge a whole loco DLC price for that. Unbelievable. Well, actually, it is believable because it's DTG. Without a cab car, looks like a driver who ditched the cab car because it was slowing the train down. Exactly, it just doesn't look right. Looks like we was in the movie Unstoppable. Just disconnect the whole front car of the train. Just let the coaches run. The cab car is like an egg and a cake. You can go without it, but it just don't feel right. That's another good way to express how it looks and feels. We're gonna overrun this platform. Okay, we're not gonna overrun this platform. It looked like we were. This is what I mean about this train. It makes it look like you're gonna overrun the platform. Again, we have to fan the brakes. That should be good enough. There we go. Alright, see you, Liam. Well, another station. Another look at the train. Matter of fact, let me get out. See if we can get a nice shot of the train. Just the 10 of us, we can make it if we try. Yeah, I think everybody went because we're not on abstract Rhine-Ruhr anymore. Just wanted to try and see how it runs on Munich to Augsburg. I want to see if the LZB works. Had to go AFK? Well, welcome back. Anyone hear that horrible sound looping? It's another thing DTG needs to get fixed. The sound looping on certain routes with certain trains and stuff. Like the AWS on the 395, 375, and 377 all need better sound looping. The PZB on every German loco needs better sound looping. And a lot of the traction motor sounds need better looping because it's very obvious where the loop ends and the next sound clip starts. Anyone looking forward to the upcoming Cane Creek route that Skyhook's making? I feel like it looks a bit interesting. Not a big fan of freight routes, but I may have to get Cane Creek. From the screenshots I've seen of it, it looks like a very nice route. And I wouldn't be too upset to have to learn how to operate the AC 4400 if I get to see the nice sights on that route. But how do y'all feel about Cane Creek? Y'all think it's going to be a nice freight route? DTG is like that person that has the confidence of a drunk man and everyone secretly hates them. Great way to describe it. Great way to describe it. Just they're always doing something that just gets the community upset. Not looking forward to Cane Creek? Wow. Any reason why? Or are you just not much of a big fan of freight? Because that's how I was before. Like I'm not a big fan of freight. But the route has interested me with the way it looks and the way it just the screenshots I've seen of it. It's really interesting, it seems. I like a route which has mostly passenger and some freight. Adds a bit more variety to the route. I agree. I like those routes as well. One of the reasons why I do like Munich to Augsburg, because I've seen it with all of the layers, just the regional layers, the ICE layers, the freight layers, and the S-Bahn services. It makes the route so lively. Like, you could be running a S-Bahn service down to Mammendorf, and you'll see 4 regional trains, 2 ICEs, and a couple freight trains, along with the S-Bahn trains passing by. And it just gives you that feeling like you're operating along a busy route. You just hate American freight with passion? Oh, I do too. I find it uninteresting. And I probably won't be too invested in the route in terms of like operating too many services, freight services or whatever. But I do like how the route looks, and I feel like Skyhook is really taking their time on it, and they could do a very good job with the detail on that route. So I am kind of looking forward to it. I may make a what you should know video on it, but I'm waiting for the achievements to show up in the Steam database so I can start working on a script for that. Happy Friday. I wish the weekend were longer. I wish the weekends were longer as well. I'm feeling like they go by so quickly. It's like, it's Friday, and then it's Saturday, and it's like, wow, tomorrow's the last day. That's crazy. Do you think there's anything good about this logo? I think the detail in it is very, very nice. I like the detail in the cab, and a lot of buttons and switches and stuff. It looks nice, right? It looks nice, but there was a lot more that can be done with it. First of all, the parent route shouldn't have been Habstrecke Rhein-Ruhr. It should have been a route that more people have, like Habstrecke Munich-Augsburg, Schnellfahrstrecke Cologne to Aachen, or maybe even Rhein-Ruhr-Olsen. Shouldn't have been Habstrecke Rhein-Ruhr as the parent route. Second of all, they should have included the cab car. It would have just made it easier to layer onto every other route. Just, logo is very nicely detailed, and I really do like how the cab looks. I just feel like there was more that could be done with it. In terms of like, it really all revolves around the cab car and the layering. That's just how it is. Have a good day tomorrow, going in the hot tub, using the new pizza oven and the new barbecue. Sounds cool. Hope the 423s get replaced soon. You're funny. You're funny. The 423s are barely, well, they're 20 years old. I highly doubt they're getting replaced soon. When you still see the 420s running on the Munich S-Bahn. And those have been around since the 70s. 423s ain't going away no time soon. Only issues I have with the 423s are the brakes, but I feel like the brakes just make it better, more challenging. This may be the station we're overrunning. Are we? Are we? Yeah, we are. We are. No, we're not. We're not. We are. No, we have. Just by a little bit, though. Look at that perfect stopping position. Look at that perfect stopping position. All of the coaches are in the station. Perfect. Perfect. The 423s won't get replaced soon, though. I highly doubt it. They're just now trying to replace the 420s. The 423s are staying for a while. I only have an issue with the brakes. I feel like everything else on that train, the train still has a lot of life left in it. You think any company will buy Train Sim Classic and the TSW 2 franchise from DTG? Nope. Never. I highly doubt it. What I do think can happen in the future, though, is DTG has so many third-party companies that they just focus on developing new features and stuff for TSW, and they leave the route building to the third-party developers. I feel like that's a good thing that could happen in the future. They're just very, very ugly and basic looking trains. Funny. 423s look beautiful in my opinion, but everybody has a different taste in trains. But I do agree, I think the Munich X-Bahn would be better off with maybe 481s and 483s. It would look much better. But I do prefer the 423s on the Munich S-Bahn currently. I was 99% sure you would overrun the station. I thought I was going to overrun the station too, but only the cab car, well, only the loco overran. So technically it's not a full overrun since the passengers were all able to get off of each car. What's up, the new model bus? How you doing? I agree, it would also speed up the development of stuff. Exactly, like if DTG just focuses on improving the game and lets third-party developers like Skyhook, Just Trains, Trains from Germany, and Rivet take over route building, it can make the game so much better. Honestly. Like if DTG fixes the sounds, all of the audio issues, the lighting issues, fixes the signaling, the dispatcher and all that, they just focus on all of that, and then third-party developers make all the new routes, whatever new German route, British route, American route, Chinese route, Japanese route. I feel like that can make the game so much easier to develop for and so much better for the players. Maybe some double-decker Stabler 3s. I don't know. I feel like the 423 works fine on Munich S-Bahn right now. And even if they do get removed from the Munich S-Bahn, they'll still have them on the Rhine-Ruhr S-Bahn, the Frankfurt S-Bahn, and the Rhine-Main. No, the Rhine-Main is the Frankfurt S-Bahn. I think those are the three systems they got from there. I'm tired too. It's only 10:30, but I'm exhausted. If y'all tired, y'all should go to sleep. Pulled the brakes a bit too early. But if DTG left most of the routes to Rivet Games, then yeah, that would be, I don't know how good of a decision that would be. But look, people already have their preference for route developers. A lot of people prefer DTG over Rivet currently. Let's say more third-party developers get added, Rivet wouldn't just be the only one making routes. You would still have maybe Just Trains in the future, and possibly other developers like Skyhook. It wouldn't just be Rivet. In real life, 423 looks very dirty and old, but in the game they make them look so shiny. I've seen videos of the 423 in real life. Some of them just haven't been washed, just haven't gone through the train wash in a while. That's what most trains. They are relatively old trains, with them being built between the late 90s and the mid 2000s. They are relatively old trains. However, they still have a bit of life left in them. And by a bit, I mean a lot. Like 2040 is, well, 2030 maybe, they'll start to consider replacing them. What route is this? This is Habstag in Munich to Augsburg. We're operating the new BR Class 101 on this route, seeing how it runs on this route, if the LZB has any capabilities, or if it has any special things it can do on this route. Also, we're trying to see how it would feel like if they included the cab car, how it would actually run on this route. And Skyhook makes a passenger route, I definitely buy it in launch day. Yeah, with the way they're making Cane Creek, it looks like they're taking their time with it. I feel like they could definitely do a good job with a passenger route. We just need to see what they do after Cane Creek. We're heading to Munich. Next stop is Mammendorf. So we're about to be at the halfway point. I would like us to have more third-party devs because then it would allow DTG to release routes more faster. Yeah, I guess that's kind of how it would feel. Because you can have 1 month you have a Rivet Games route, the next one you have a Skyhook one, the next one you have a DTG one, and it can keep up the pace of route building or whatever if they have a nice cycle like that. So yeah, it could increase the rate at which routes release, but it just seems like a lot of third-party developers don't want to work for DTG, or DTG aren't allowing them to work on Train Sim World. Because think about it, think of all the third-party developers that's working on Train Sim Classic, and then think of everybody that's working on TSW. You only have Train Sim Germany, Skyhook, Rivet, and DTG. Only 4 developers currently working on TSW. Whereas you have multiple tens of companies and individual developers working on Train Sim Classic. Ryan Necker Esbon should lend Munich some Miros. Should, maybe, will it happen? Never. Do you think any of the new routes in Rush Hour will be by a third party? I highly doubt it. The reason I say that is because you never know how a third party route is going to come out. We've seen Rivet's last 2 routes and how they came out. They haven't been the best. And I don't know if DTG wants to possibly sacrifice some of the sales they can get from that Rush Hour bundle to have a third-party developer's route in there. Maybe if some third-party developers can really prove how well their routes are in TSW, maybe in the future they'll be in a route bundle, but I highly doubt it. You think we'll get a US subway route with Rush Hour? I'm very optimistic in something like New York City Subway coming to TSW Rush Hour. Maybe New York City Subway, MBTA, or Chicago, as in like US subway routes. BART is a possibility as well, but I'm not sure if we're considering that a subway route. And we've just got another trophy. I wasn't able to read that. It's very relaxing just watching the train go through Germany to Munich. Yeah, it's very relaxing just to drive the train and operate and all that. Don't SIFA me. Shut up. So these are the regional platforms, and those will be the S-Bahn platforms right there. I assume this is an express regional track right here. I think the ET430 would be a perfect replacement for the 423. The 430s are replacements for the 420s. They aren't replacing the 423s. I don't think they would be a good replacement for trains that still have a lot of life left in them as well. I feel like that's a waste of money and a waste of resources, basically. You think there would be 3 or 4 routes in Rush Hour? I think it'd be 4, as 3 just isn't enough to show how well it runs. I think it will be 3, but I do agree with 4 being the better option for DTG to pick. But usually with route bundles, it's usually 3 routes. What I'm expecting is 1 current route that we already have in game. So it could be Munich to Augsburg, it could be Southeastern or whatever. And then you get 2 new routes. So I'm guessing maybe London Underground, all subsurface lines, and New York City Subway. I don't know. 423s are too old though. They're 20 years old. 20. They are not old at all. 20 years old is still well within a train's lifespan. The 420s are the old ones, being built in the early 70s. The train saying SIFA is like a toddler saying, "Mum, mum, mum." Reminded me of the Family Guy episode. We got 22 kilometers to Munich passing. Does anyone know when the 377 will be retired and replaced? I highly doubt they will be replaced anytime soon. Aren't the 313s just being replaced right now, or are these? Because I know Southern still runs the 313s, and they're either the oldest or the second oldest train in the UK, being used in the UK right now. Aren't they just now trying to replace the 313s? I don't think the 377s are going to be replaced anytime soon. If they do replace like the 375s or the 377s, I highly suggest they look into some London Overground 378s as a replacement. I just love the look of those trains. I'm honestly surprised VTG hasn't done MBTA or NYC Subway in TS21. I don't know, maybe he was waiting to do it in TSW. Maybe they thought that Train Sim Classics graphics wouldn't really showcase the full, like, the full way those systems look. Look at the 2600s and CTA they were built in the 90s and they're getting replaced now. Yeah, just now. The 423s built in the late 90s, early 2000s. If we're going by that, they wouldn't be replaced until 2030. Look at the R32s on New York City Subway, built in 1964 and only retired mid last year. Munich can keep around the 423s for another 10, 20 years. 375 and 377 needs to be replaced by a 720. To be honest, once the Electro Stars are replaced by new stock, will mostly be ATO. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of ATO. There's a lot of issues with them, with ATO. I'm not a big fan of it. I like manual operation better. But I'm cool with the train operating in ATO. R32s look weird. They look like trains from the 1930s because that's what their design was based off of. Their design is based off of the R1 through R32s. The R32s is the last train to have that type of design. Well, actually, I take that back. The R36s were. Then we had the R40s and the R40 slants. But I do agree. MTA was lazy to replace them early. Not the MTA. The MTA, as we know it, was only founded in the late 60s. And the MTA just did not have full control of the system until like the 80s and 90s. And at that point, that's when they really decided, all right, we gotta start replacing stuff. They replaced the R1s and all that stuff. It's not the fact that the MTA was too lazy, it's the fact that the MTA, number one, didn't have too much money to do it, and number two, the R32 still had enough life in them to keep going. The R32s was actually one of our most reliable trains, despite it being built in the 60s. It was more reliable than trains built after it, more reliable than the R42s, the R38s, and the R44s. Even more reliable than the R68s, built in the 80s. It's crazy. So the MTA just kept them around for longer than maybe they should have. It still was retired last year, and they still have the possibility to bring the R32s back if the R179s have more issues. Oh, that's another one. They're more reliable than the R179s, our newest lemons. Ever get that bored? And nope, never that bored. Hold on, yellow signal. I don't like this. What? Oh, LZB, really? Really? Alright. So we are now under LZB operation, apparently. And now LZB brings our speed down. Damn. R40 slants are the ugliest train ever. Highly debatable. I used to not like them when I was younger. Used to hate the look of the R40 slants. But I've grown to like them over time. There are very, very dangerous trains, though. Very dangerous to walk in between cars. Very, very dangerous. Have you been inside the carriages? Yep. Like twice or 3 times already. It's nice in the coaches because you have your own little compartment. Yeah, the business cars. That's what I think they are, at least, the business cars. I like them. I'm just surprised that we're able to use LZB on this route. That's crazy. This could definitely work with LZB on Habstreck, Rhein-Ruhr, and Clone to Aachen. Have you walked in between the end cars at R40 slants? No, Bob. I believe they had them locked, but I do remember reading that they were so slanted that you had a higher chance of falling in between the cars. And I'm seeing the gap. It's wild. Nah. But I walked in between not the end cars, but the married pairs is what I'm trying to say. I haven't walked in between 2 units. I've walked in between the married pairs is what I'm trying to say. Do you think the 112 will have LZB? I hope it will. I honestly think it will have LZB. It should, honestly. And if it does, then that means the route has LZB, which means other trains such as this one or the ICE can run on that route as well. Is it just us that can write in chat or you as well? I can write in chat. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say something right now. Don't see from me. See, I'm able to write in chat. Ah, I said like the video. I meant to say like the stream. Was that LZB section? Yeah. About 6 kilometers of LZB. I mean, it's nice that we were able to operate under LZB for that little bit, but would have expected more. Of course you would write that. I was originally going to say I'm writing in chat, but I was like, let me just put this instead. Hope Train Some World Rush Hour is just not extra services for both that and NYC Subway. I hope so as well. I hope the Bakerloo line, and I hope we get the Bakerloo line as the one of the bundle routes, like previous bundle route. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, huh? Damn. So City is just popping in front of us, it seems. You a flyby shot? Alright. But yeah. New York City subway maybe, and like a Bakerloo line as one of the previous routes. Kind of messed up on that. start slowing down the train. That Colonel Cam was cool. I kind of messed up towards the end. Anyway, I'm gonna go sleep. Thanks for the stream and bye. See you, salty chips. Alright. Now we're in the best part of the route where we get the most issues. I love how we're entering on the ICE's tracks instead of the regular regional platforms. Very interesting. How much longer are you gonna be streaming for? I think after this, I'm gonna be done. So 15 more minutes probably, depending on how long it takes us to get to Munich after this. I'm kind of done doing those long 4-hour streams. It takes a lot of energy, and I want to get Train Simulator video done after this. My top 10 routes that I want to see come to TSW. Although I don't know if I'm going to be doing that today. I may postpone that until Sunday. Not completely sure. Because I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do it. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough time to do it today. I'll postpone that round to tomorrow. That video until tomorrow. So I may do one more service after this one. Don't torture us with 4-hour stream. I don't like doing the 4-hour streams myself. Just takes a lot of energy. Could have added the cab car, but instead they give us this. What is this? This don't even look right. It looks like something you'll come out of the depot with and have the cab car back into this. Anyways, stand clear. The doors. Next stop is Munich. Stand clear.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
What route are you suggesting on Monday? Midland Main Line. Although I may hold that until Tuesday, since I'm putting out my top 10 routes video on Sunday. I may postpone now until Tuesday. I want to get a lot of videos done for next week though. Like I feel like starting Sunday, I feel like there's gonna be a good schedule for videos next week. What's the next few suggestions and what's the ETA for South Shoreline? South Shoreline, I don't know when I will suggest it. Look, the way I do things is I'll let y'all vote on the routes I should suggest. So I'll take 4 routes that I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with suggesting these right now. I'll throw them into a YouTube poll and I'll let y'all vote on it. Whichever one gets the most votes, I'll suggest. That's the way I do it. Does the 112 go towards or away from Hamburg? It goes, I see what question you're asking here. I was about to say it goes both ways, but I see what you're asking here. I don't know. I think it goes away from Hamburg. I think it goes towards Lübeck. Yeah, it goes towards Lübeck. I'm thinking back to a PTG rail video I seen, and it had the 112 going to Lübeck. It goes to Lübeck. I remember that. This route feels weird without seeing any S-Bahn trains. Do you have the 112 in the game? No, I think the 112 is the new loco coming with Hamburg Lübeck. The 112 is similar to the 143 though. So I don't know what DTG is gonna do. I feel like they're gonna reuse a lot of assets from the 143 for the 112. I really hope they don't, but I don't know. How long is the S-Bahn on this route? It goes from Munich Hackerbrook to Mammendorf. I think that's about 13 stations. Or at least that's the S3 line. The S4 line goes from Munich Hackerbrook to Munich Passing. That's about 4 to 5 stations. Where's the tracks? Wasn't really a reason to stop me. I was actually slowing down fast enough. But okay, PZB, you just wants to stop me at least once, even every service or scenario. I see how it is, which is why I'm turning you off coming into Munich now. Trip my brakes. Funny. What 143 doesn't exist? Yes, it does. It's on Rersey Ignored, I believe. Train, your sole purpose in life is to move. I suggest you do that right now. Thank you. I hate PZB. I do too, with a passion. Which is why I was turned off. Okay, we're coming into platform number 16 at Munich Hauptbahnhof. I find it crazy how it still says more than a kilometer out from the station, yet the station is right there. It feels weird, like this is really a kilometer. I think this is Munich Hackerbrook right here. Because I know the S-Bahn goes underground after Hackerbrook. No, that's Hackerbrook up there. Yeah, that's Hackerbrook. No, this is Hackerbrook. I don't know. Forget I said that. No, that is Hackerbrook. No. Those are just some platforms in Hauptbahnhof. I don't know where Hackerbrook is. 2 police helis are hovering over your apartment. Damn. Stay safe. I dozed off. What's happening? I'm trying to figure out where Munich Hackerbrook is while pulling into Munich Hauptbahnhof. So, nothing much. Oh, we had to turn off PZB because it was being a bit annoying. Alright, coming to the station slowly. Make sure we don't hit the bumper blocks. Perfect. Look at that, 61 kilometers. Apparently we walked half a kilometer, did not feel like it. Right. And we go back to a scenario now. Alright, this is going to be the last run on this stream. We're going to do a scenario back on Abstract Rhine with the 101. Alright, let me see. Where is it? Rhine. Boom, Journey. Inner City 101, non-stop. Power balance. Disappointing how it only came with 3 scenarios. Priced at $20, yet it comes with 3 scenarios, no cab car, and messed up PZB systems. Unbelievable. Surprised they're doing the announcement at 3 p.m. C. Usually it's 8 p.m. Gonna be pretty early for East Coast time. Welcome to Duisburg, Hotbanol. Due to a cab failure, your train is made up of 2 BR-101s, one on each end. Oh, so they want to make jokes now. Really? Really? They want to make jokes now about the cab car not being in this DLC. Wow. Wow. That's wild. They want to make jokes now about the cab car not being in this DLC. Unbelievable. You're back from watching the heli? Welcome back. We're just over here reading DTG making jokes about the cab car. Right. Which one? This way. Run. You, and you. You, seat. You, done. Okay. In, back. Open. AFB. Now I'm learning how to set this up.
RFB. RFB.
Honestly, the deal, due to a cab car failure, all cab cars will be removed from existence. That's what DTG. It's a joke they would. That's an excuse they would make. Ah, look at this. 422. just popping into existence. Stand clear.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
So I'm assuming we're gonna get to some point on the route, and they're gonna make us go back to the other end and take control of the opposite part of the train. One of the helis didn't say police on it, so I'm confused. Could it have been a news helicopter? One police helicopter, one news helicopter? Damn, another 422? Damn, running frequent. Must be the S1 and the S3 lines. Gotta go, bye, stay safe. See you, see you, Berlin Bear. I think we're good to acknowledge PZB.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Yep.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Alright, let's get going. Got 17 kilometers into the next station, so we have a nice little trip ahead of us. See, now the train, now we're operating this smoothly. This is calming. No issues, no mistakes, no nothing. Just operating the train. This is calm. This is what it's like to just regularly operate without the train doing anything stupid. I wonder if we're actually going to be all in time to Essen. Seems like this timetable is set up correctly. Unlike the last scenario when we was in rain. Ended up 12 minutes late to the last station. Don't see for me. Alright, we have an upcoming 110 limit. I'm gonna use the 2 kilometer rule for that one. Start slowing down around 2 kilometers. Or we can start slowing down right now because of the yellow signal. That's another possibility. Oh, wow. Not even for our track. How signals can be deceiving. Chat is silent. I've noticed. Got about 9.5 kilometers to go until Essen. I do like how parts of this route makes it feel like you're going through the center of a city or a big town. Makes it feel more lively. Does the 101 have the same horn as the ICE? Listening to it more, it actually does kind of sound like the ICE. It sounds very similar to the 403 and the 406, but it just sounds like it has a higher pitched tone to it. It's very difficult to explain though, but it does sound like it has a similar horn to the ICE. This is as interesting as watching a train, because that's exactly what's happening. Yes, we are. Well, I'm driving a train, and yes, you are watching it. I was trying to find a way to say that. I actually pressed the button like 3 times and it just did not register. Got a good 5 kilometers left until Essen. Have a feeling they're gonna make us go all the way to Bochum just to bring this train back using the 101 at the back. If so, then another uninteresting scenario, which they could have done more with. Why does it seem like DTG is doing more uninteresting scenarios in newer routes? That's a very good question. I don't know. It seems like they're losing interest in creating interesting scenarios. Like I remember a GWR, the drag line scenario, where you take a 66 and you tow a class 43 with the 66 all the way from Reading to I think Old Oak Common. That was a very interesting scenario. That's unusual. That's something very unusual that you wouldn't normally see or do. Yet on newer routes, it seems like we're getting more and more scenarios where you're just operating the train from A to B. Or this time it's raining, this time it's snowing. It's just not as it used to be. Like I think since we don't have dynamic events in regular timetable mode, I think that's where they can put those types of things. Like passengers holding doors, make it happen in a scenario. Make a tree fall in a scenario. Make something interesting that wouldn't normally happen in a regular service happen in a scenario. Like this right here, yeah, you wouldn't see 2 101s coupled to the front and back of the train, but it's like you're just operating a train from A to B, and then you're going to the back of the train, operating the train from B back to A. Like I could do that in the scenario planner, exactly. I can't even make jokes anymore, I'm too unconscious. Alright, I guess we're stopping here. I feel like that's a nice screenshot. At least we were on time to the Essen station. They're probably going to make us go right to Bochum just to bring us back to Duisburg.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet.
Have like something happen on the line and then there's a ton of congestion. Yeah, that would be something real cool. They could have done something like the Bakerloo, like that with the Bakerloo line. Have a passenger, I don't know, a sick passenger at a station. They had to hold the train at Edgware Road, and now there's a whole bunch of delays on the northbound Bakerloo line track. And now you're getting a whole bunch of yellow and red signals on the way uptown. I feel like that would be a very interesting scenario, because you're not usually getting slowed down and stopped by red signals. That's something that would be unique. Cool scenario that could have been done on this line is a train broke down on the regional tracks, which made you use the IC lines, skipping Essen, going straight to Bochum. Just a random idea. Why did it do the 101 only for Rhine-Ruhr? I don't know. It's a very good question. It's a very stupid idea and option for them to only do it for Hauptstadt Rhine-Ruhr. When they could have done it, they could have held it, right, for Hamburg to Lübeck. They could have held it for, well, they could have done it for Munich to Augsburg, Cologne to Aachen, or Rhine-Ruhr-Olsztyn. But they still made the parent route Hauptstadt Rhine-Ruhr, a route that, if we're being honest, already didn't have a lot on it. Just, there's not a lot of route for you to explore on this. And with it not being layered onto any other routes, it just kind of makes this DLC not really worth the money. Alright, let's get ready for this 140. Liam is the only one talking because we're all too tired to talk. I'm fine with it. Honestly, it's peaceful in here. Just quietness, operating the 101. Just peaceful. It's 11:30, 3:30. It's going on 6:30 for me. Got about 3 kilometers left until Bakum. Start slowing down for this 120 right here. Felt like you just hit 1K and you're only at 1200. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the growth to happen this quickly, honestly. Wasn't expecting to hit 1000 this quickly, but we're already at 1200. It's kind of crazy. Next thing you know, we have 1500 and just keep going. But I seen the 1200 yesterday and I was just like, damn. It feels like it's only been 2 weeks. It's crazy. I really do appreciate all the support and all the support on the videos and the streams and all that though. Because without all of y'all, this one, I wouldn't be at 1200.
Zifa. RFB. RFB.
Did you not stop far enough? Well, the back of the train's in the platform. That should be good enough. Turn off these safety systems because I feel like they want us to go back. Oh. Oh, I guess we're not going back. Well, that's the end of the stream. It's also the end of the scenario. Let's just see get the debrief screen first. Uh, 34 kilometers, gold medal. That's what's up. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the scenarios, and that one custom scenario on Munich to Augsburg. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream with the 101. And I'll catch you guys in the next stream/video. Why was there a 101 in the back? That's the scenario. Apparently a cab car broke down, so they had to add a 101 to the back of the train. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream. If y'all did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Discord link is pinned in the comments. I'll catch you guys in the next stream/video. Peace.